A particular community in Ghana have come out protesting against the Fulanis in their community. They are giving the Fulanis 10 days to leave their community. According to them, they said these Fulanis have become a terror in their community, and as such, they don't want them anymore. Let's watch the video together. Please, as you're watching, like the video, share and subscribe.
In a new conference that he held, their chairman, Alhaji Bari, warned the president, John Dramani Mahama, and Ghana that if Ghana is not able to address how Fulanis are being marginalized, how they are being discriminated against, and most of all, how they're not being given their Ghana card and they are being singled out, Ghana may end up like other countries in the Sahel regions. And he mentioned Burkina Faso, Nigeria, how Fulanis are terrorizing Burkina Faso. You go to Niger, Mali. He's saying that if Ghana doesn't address this issue properly, Ghana may end up like those countries. I'm not the one saying it. Listen to Alhaji Bari.
Alhaji Bari warns that failure to address the discrimination and marginalization faced by Fulani and other minority groups will create insecurity similar to what is currently unfolding in parts of the Sahel.
I think this discrimination should take a clue with our neighboring countries. That is Nigeria. About this Boko Haram is about discrimination and marginalizations. Burkina Faso is facing the same thing. Nigeria is facing the same thing. Mali is facing the same thing. So this is a security issue that the government have to look in first.
Percentage of the Fulanis who were even with NDC who converted to MPD because of Samira, and now you are telling them, you came to power, you are telling us we are foreigners. It's a very serious reason that the leadership is going to stand on that, and then we decide who rules this country. We are waiting for them. We'll tell them our peace of mind and show them that we are no more the yesterday's Fulanis. We are today's Fulanis, and we will be Fulani forever.
Challenges about the discrimination is still going on, and the denial of citizenship.
We further appeal for the ongoing constitutional review process to clearly define the citizenship status of Fulbe people in Ghana.
I'm telling you, it is very real, and then we are just reminding him. He promised during the campaign time that discrimination and tribalism and marginalization will be the thing of the past if he comes to power. So it's an appeal to him, that we are appealing to him. He should put forward the amendment that they are going to do in the constitution. He should interpret the Citizenship Act. Who is a Ghanaian? That is not going to ask.
Where are these my Ghanaian brothers and sisters who are already on my DM, threatening me, cursing me, commenting on my posts? Don't carry what is happening in Nigeria to come to Ghana. We have been living with them with ages. Nothing is happening. Nothing is going to happen. I brought my experience as a Nigerian, how these people enter us, how they deceive us, how they manipulate the outsiders, the original northern Nigerian citizens, the native of northern Nigerians. I was explaining our history to you people, encouraging you guys, take notes. This is how they operate. Don't allow what is happening in Nigeria, Sahel states, Sudan to repeat in Ghana. I also further and applaud and appraise the peace that I've enjoyed staying in Ghana. How coordinated Ghanaians and their government is. I've been praising, I've been singing their praises here. Shabir, I hear what that man talk. When I hear what that Hausa man talk, I mean, did I say Hausa man? God forbid, my people. That Fula man talk so. Did you hear what the Fula man talk? See, for that man to come out and grant interview, ranting like this, they are already prepared. Oh, are you seeing this comment here? I picked it from that comment section. He said, they are ready for Ghana. My God. The only reason why I'm pitying you guys is that you guys does not have the tough skin that Nigeria have. We grew up with toughness. We grew up with all the things that is happening today. We grew up with all the things you guys are seeing online today. So it's not a new thing to us. It's just that it keeps increasing. Instead of reducing, it's increasing. But we have always nurtured our mind with that all these things happen. And it can happen to anybody at any time. But you guys are living soft life here. When I hear and so, the Fullers are already threatening Ghana government and Ghanaians that if they don't grant them to be part of them, if they don't allow them to be the citizen, then they should prepare to face what is happening in Nigeria and to face what is happening in Sahel states. This is exactly what I made posts and narrated and say, dear Ghanaians, I also emphasize on something. There's a particular strategy these people will use when they start operating. They will use religion. Because that was what they did in Nigeria. When these Fullers started their agenda in Nigeria, they started with fights between the original Hausas and them. When they saw that they were not able to achieve what they wanted, they turned it to religious fights. That was how they were able to colonize, manipulate, gaslight the original Hausas. Before you know it, the original Hausas started buying each other. The original Hausa started buying his fellow Hausa man who is a Christian. They were smart enough. That is to say, if you guys are not wise enough, when they start to implement their agenda and their strategy, they are likely to use the same thing on you people again. Before you know it, a Dagomba man will start buying Dagomba man just for religion. Before you know it, Ewe man and begin to buy Ewe man because of religion. That is how they operate. And see, in a church they go so. I don't want to talk too much. But you see this particular video they watch so. If you like, share it. so that other would keep it in mind in case if they bring it on, like they have already promised you people. Did you hear them? They said Mahama promised them that when he wins, he's going to nationalize them. And now he's telling them another story. And if you guys refuse to do what they want, they are prepared for you guys. Are you seeing the comment attached here? This is one of them. They wrote it clearly that they are prepared for you guys. And did you hear the interview the man granted? He said, if you guys does not take correction or do the right thing, that is nationalizing them, allowing them to be part of you people, for them to become the Fula in Ghana. Ghanaian Fulas. If you people do not allow them to become Ghanaian Fulas, that what is happening in Nigeria is going to happen in Ghana soon. In Sahara State is going to happen in Ghana. That is what to see. And to many of you who think that I've been talking about this because of religion, you guys are crazy. Go and read history. I've been telling you people I did history, and I know what I'm saying. These people are not even in West. They're not even West Africans. They're African actually, but they're not Africans, not West Africa. They amalgamated into West Africa and spread across the whole country in West Africa during the time of what is the name of that man? Is he Frederick Loduga something? It was that man that caused all the problem that whole South Africa, West Africans are facing today. And no fish shouts. I don't go church late. But I only made this video so that you guys could see that every single thing I've said here, I had a proof of it. And I'm only making, most of my content is creating awareness. I'm not hating on anybody. I'm not a religious bigot. Neither am I religious bias. But I must state my facts and truth. If a pastor do something bad, I will tell the pastor, I'll come here and say it. Pastor, you know, try. That is how it should be. If a man do something wrong, be bold enough as a Muslim religion to tell a man, you know, do well. But you guys, I don't know what they work on ahead, so no one fit see bad things, say this is bad because it's attached to religion. What kind of religion is that? But that is, by the way, guys. Ego touch Moscow. Ego touch everybody. I don't talk. I don't hear.
New performance and about party and if you Franny Yasika and Tanto Bantu Kurana Yadi, Yana Bison Tabayra, Yasaya Fire, until we found answer from Nanan Kadima and told Yabanu. Yes, now we have got a job for the Abre. Better you to Yafaya when she create you, and Bras I tell you to Yaya, you create you, man, as well as you to Yamontaye. What driver and she I was 7 year man. You do the loan at the Aqua, don't you say I did low at the Aqua, Doyan and Chebeseni. Yadan I had a lucha yet in Yabo. Yamma de Mana say yet in Yabo, Yablenti, and Sra, and Anna Mabai, your mamma, why? None and she, Benflat, now you to Yawon Toy about why Yaba cry. I'm a baby in front for a pop room, running about some cell. Yamani to charge him and my bed. And I saw Nancy from Maya Nuclear from Nayama Mamma Beniati, friend for my young employer. Then I saw Nancy from now when you friend for my hotel. And Ma and I do have a twin platform, who will for my full in a show. No one what our form one until any other pie and twin quack, ya bro, ya cat ya be Yakulum, Yamako and twin quack, none of the platform, no one could be in Yamasho. I'm a more by Vinyaman in our beans, Amado, beans, Ekaba, Minya. It's many of the pie and Yabrian and Chia, Yatwin and Chance from her. Ukraine, Metia was accessible. Nukura women, Russian and Map, and I know me for my mobile, remember Janina, Fulani for when Uka for my Wusro, who could draw for my Wunsia with the Aquanabaje. Winyan so granum, and see how and to some day and a bed 2 times, your champ, about 3 years as you sweat. Nananum Baffa and Nancy family.
So this actually goes to the Ghanaian media. Why have you deliberately, consistently decided, mindfully, to target the Fulani as a tribe? You want to paint their tribe so black to the extent that when the person is not a Fulani, hears the name Fulani, definitely the person thinks you are bad. I have never seen a Kobo man, an Akan, a Dagati, a Wala man, causing any criminal harm to people and the tribes name being mentioned. Never. But when it comes to Fulani, I see the person doesn't belong to a clan or have a name. It is mainly the Fulani they target in order to spread our own tribes name. What do you tend to gain? Mind you, when you visit the prisons in Ghana or the cells in Ghana, you wouldn't find about even 10% of them being Fulanis. So why the hate? Why do you want to hate us? We are human like you. No Fulani actually chose to be a Fulani. We were born into the family of Fulbe by the will of God. That's the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that created the earth and the skies, the world that you live in. It is not your choice by you being a Akan and everywhere whatsoever. It's by the will of Allah that created you who you are today. Therefore, why hate? You guys to be there telling the whites that they are racist among us, but you are here as a black, racism highly against us. Africans just because we are full. It's full chronic disease. Let me ask you. I actually don't blame Ghanaians. No, I don't blame Ghanaians. I blame the media. What do you stand to gain? Let me ask you this. Don't they have names? If a Fulani man does something bad, mention the others and stop mentioning the name of the tribe. What kind of thing is that? What kind of thing is that? Some consistent Fulani fire bonia. Mumbo Fulani need no other Muslim. Oh, me who say I can't even go here. I can't phone you. I can't offer for you. Where you are paying for you. Your friend say puno for you. Was something for you. For so me who say I need to go here. I can say I need to here. That the Fulani did. I know the Fulani now. I don't Fulani for you. I can't give you. What kind of thing is that? It is high time you guys stop this nonsense. It's absolutely nonsense. And then what do you gain?
Okay, the Fulani tribe in Ghana have been in Ghana for decades, for centuries now. But why have they not been accepted as an indigenous ethnic tribe in Ghana? 3 reasons why. Number 1, because of their nomadic lifestyle, meaning they move from place to place. They have no settlement, so they have no home in Ghana. Number 2, because of the date that they came to Ghana. They came during the colonization of Ghana. They came in 1940s, thereabout. That they have seen them moving around with their animals, grazing the ground everywhere. So after independence, many authorities said no, any tribe that came to Ghana from 1900 till date will not be accepted as an indigenous tribe in Ghana, So they are migrants and strangers of the land. The reason is that they said they came during Ghana's weakness, and the colonial masters created a pathway for them to come in. And so after independence, many people suggest that any tribe who came during 1900 to date should exist Ghana. And so they were the only people who came during that period, the Fulanis. And so some of them left and went to hide at a place called Agogo. I don't know that place, but they still returned back to Ghana. Until date, they are still in Ghana. Number 3. So ever since these people came to Ghana in 1940s, they have never left. They have been moving from place to place with their animals, from region to region. So in the northern side of Ghana, Dagombas to be precise, they have given the Fulanis a place to settle, at least to build some tent, to have a roof over their head, because they have seen them around with their animals in their vicinity every day. And they notice they don't have a place to sleep. They always sleep outside with their animals. So they showed them a favor and granted them a place to build some tent so that they can go out with their daily activities, and when night falls, they can come back home and sleep. So that was the favor the Dagombas people showed to them, which is the nature of Ghanaians. So when they became familiar with the area, guess what? They began to reveal their true character towards the Dagombas. Not only the Dagombas, but the Mamposis and the Konkombas and many other people in that region. They used to have problem with the Fulanis, that they have shown them favor. They return the favor with wickedness. They will allow their animals to trespass into the farmlands of the indigenous people's farm and destroy their farmlands. And when the people complain, they will confront them with quarrel, conflict that will result to shedding of blood. Many lives will be lost in the process. So they have been having problem with the Fulanis ever since in that place. And so that has been their record. So Ghanaians fear that if they become a citizens of Ghana, then how would that situation be for Ghana to handle? So they make them remain migrants and strangers of the land in that place, Bushingu. Because anytime they thought of integrating themselves into Ghana to become a citizen, the people will object to that idea and said, no, you are not a citizen, you are a stranger of the land. And according to Ghana laws, if you are a tribe, you must have a hometown. You must have a place called home. This is my hometown. So since they don't have a hometown, the law has not favored them to become a citizen. So Fulanis people came in 1940s. So they are rejected to become a tribe. But they have been trying to become a citizen. They have been praying, doing everything. Anytime they'll be raising that topic. But always, the people of Ghana will object to it. Not because they hate them, but because of the character that they have. Even in Volta region, we used to have a problem with them. When they came around with the animals, they will send the animals into your farm to destroy your farmlands. And when you talk about it, they want to cutlass you, they want to machete you, they want to destroy you. And we had a problem with them. That was some conflict that took place in Volta region against the Fulanis. But because they were few in numbers, we overcame. So it is not a news, or it is not something new about these Fulanis. So today they are now complaining that President Mahama did not fulfill his promise, because in the campaign season, he promised them citizenship. But since he became a president, he has not fulfilled it. But this is just 1 year in his tenure. But doesn't mean that he has failed to fulfill that promise. But already you people have shown, you are proving to the world that, or to Ghanaians, that you are terrible people to be included into a citizenship tribe, a tribe as a citizen in Ghana. Because for record sake, you have never demonstrated to be worthy to be integrated for decades. And for legality sake, you are not qualified to be considered a tribe in Ghana. So it is a favor Mahama wants to do for you people. And looking around Africa, there has been a problem with terrorism in the regions. And the people recruited into that terrorism group are the Fulanis. And Nigeria in particular, they have a state in Nigeria that belongs to the Fulanis. And they have proven that no, it is not right to have other people who believe in their own God and not to believe in their God Allah. So since since people don't believe in their Allah, those people must not be allowed to live. They must be taken out. And people have taken weapons, cutlass. Your tribe have taken cutlass, and they make a law. They took a law out of the Quran and said people who do not believe in Allah must be taken out of this world. So you don't like to have any other human beings around you. Only the people who believe in Allah should be allowed to exist in this world. We have Muslims in Ghana who use the Quran, but we have never known that there is a law that is in the Quran that says no other faith should live or exist in this world except the faith of Allah, the people who believe in Allah. We have never heard that with the Muslims groups in Ghana. We coexisted with the Muslims in Ghana. Even in voterage, most of the Muslims, we can't differentiate ourselves that we are different. No, we coexist with each other. Whenever they are celebrating their festival, it is our joy because they are going to eat, they are going to play music together and dance together. And most of them, they are musicians. So on Christmas Day, they will play music for us and we will dance. We have no problem with each other. But there is the Quran that they are using. It's the same Quran people are talking about, that there is a law from the Quran that says you should take a cutlass and weapons and kill your other human beings who do not believe in your Allah. So it is not the problem with the Quran, but it is the problem with the people. Fulani. Does that mean they just love to kill human beings? I'm just asking. That is the Fulanis outside Ghana. Those in Ghana, they are not doing that. Maybe it's because of their number, but maybe it's because they have no chance to do that in Ghana. And maybe they have some kind of love and some kind of peaceful life in Ghana. But you people did not come out to condemn your other tribe in other countries with the character that they put out there, become a terrorist and taking the law of Sharia law in Nigeria, for instance. The constitution of Nigeria does not mean anything to them. That constitution should be condemned, and only the Sharia law should be respected in Nigeria. And those among you who are in politics, they have now become a weapons against the people, and you people are succeeding over the people, taking their lives in Nigeria. And as a vice president like Mahama, looking at that, which your tribe is capable of doing in other countries where they have a residence, they have a home, they have a place to call my hometown, and they are doing that to other tribe, other people in Nigeria. Will you consider them in your country to become a citizen, knowing that you just want to show them a favor because you love humanity and you love one Africa? Will you consider them to become a citizens of Ghana? That will be something you have to think about. You have to sit down to wait a little bit, to have a rethink about it. What is the president of Ghana is having a rethink of the promise that he has made to you. You people came out, instead of people condemning your other people in the other countries for the bad behavior, you came out to lay threat on Ghana. You threatened Ghana, you threatened the president, and you said the same thing that they did to your tribe in other countries. That's why the people are taking weapons and killing people anyhow. So if Ghana is not careful, that thing can be replicated into Ghana, and Ghana will have problem with you people. Isn't that a threat you are issuing to Ghana and commanding the president to do something that would destroy Ghana's peace that we have built for decades now? You want President Mahama to have that record of destroying Ghana by giving you people citizenship, because in his just 1 year, you people, you have come out and you threaten Ghana instead of coming out to condemn your tribe in other countries who are taking the lives of innocent people anyhow, or because of the 72 virgins that await them, and condemn that character and said that is not your nature. You people, you're not that violent, and change that narrative about Fulanis. Instead, you came to threaten Ghana and to remind Ghana that Ghana is not an exception to what is happening to other countries. Yeah? That is your wisdom. And will say, hey, we surrender, please. President Mahama, please fulfill that promise. Let them become a citizen. We don't want trouble. We don't want Nigeria kind of trouble in Ghana. Then we surrender because we are scared of Fulanis. That is your wisdom, Fulani. That is your wisdom. You are not wise. Ghana is not an exception to what is happening in Nigeria. It means you love what is happening in Nigeria because you feel like that's what you must do. Because when people offend you, you must take them out of this world. So you believe in the character of your generation, what they are doing in other countries, and you want Ghanaians to accept you people to become a citizen, which legally you are not supposed to become a citizen. You must have a certain document to become a citizen, and you have shown your character like this. And you think a vice president like President Mahama, who wants the love of wants peace, will grant you people. No, there has been a delay promise. Even God has promised people, but there has been a delay. Doesn't mean people are denied that privilege, but it will keep on delaying. If people prefer to adopt to the nature of human beings, and you want to be separate, you want to be different, then continue being different and continue being a stranger in Ghana or in other countries. So that is your problem to deal with. And instead of condemning the character of your generation in other countries, you will be praising it and threatening the country that Ghana is not an exception. So that when they grant you people the privilege, you can bring your people in to have a majority in Ghana, and then the Sharia law will just come out and Ghana must obey it, and we have a problem like Nigeria. That can never happen, and never shall it happen. And President Mahama is a wise man. That promise doesn't mean that he failed to fulfill it, but it can be delayed. You people can make it delay. Okay, so continue making it.
As it stands now, I think the Fulani should retrace their steps and make amendments where it's necessary, because every country, they are rejecting you, and the Fulani do not have settlement. They don't have a particular place they came from. They are just going about from one place to the other. They don't really have a particular place or country that they will say, okay, Fulanis are from this country. They are Fulanis from Burkina, they are Fulanis from Senegal, they are Fulanis from Nigeria, they are Fulanis in Ghana. In fact, they don't have a particular settlement. I think that is the problem. That is their nomadic lifestyle is not even giving them the opportunity to sit down one place and claim a particular country. You know, Fulanis, you guys should just know what to do to yourselves, because it is getting too much. It is getting out of hand. In Nigeria, it is like, I don't know what to say again, guys. Nigeria case with the Fulanis is another topic for another day. Just please help me like this video, share and subscribe.